Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
They'll give it to Patterson. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Mariota. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down, Mariota. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Getting in there and finishing the play off was Jay Sanders. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone to stop.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Murray's throw completed to Brown. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. This is taken at the 23, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Out to his, it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Mariota. That's taken in by Fertzer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. A first down throw for Mariota. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
To throw again on second down, Mariota, and he slings one that's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Patterson on the draw play. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have moved out in front. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Murray going to throw. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. Here's Williams to return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go play action. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Mariota. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Mariota again. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Coup now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Murray now. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with a foul. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Just a yard to go here on second down. There's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mariota. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keith Smith punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the gun, Murray. buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Murray. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with counter. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 38, Mariota. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The football going back over to Arizona now. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing now is Murray. Finding Ertz again. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Murray to Moore, first down, Arizona.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage. We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now Murray's got to have this one.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
So out come the Falcons now.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Following the interception here, Mariota.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
A second down throw here for Mariota. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. After the turnover, here's Murray. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Kyler Murray fighting Marquise Brown. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point good by Prater. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom. end zone. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mariota here to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Play action now. Mariota.
Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Patterson.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson taking it in from a yard out.
And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for them here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Murray to air it out again. Ertz over the middle. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Murray, one final try.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy